All right, so you want to figure out how to hunt Phasmophobia ghosts. I know how to hunt Phasmophobia ghosts. It's really not that hard, and I'm going to show you how you can make this game boringly easy by showing you the fastest way to find a ghost in the first 5 minutes of you searching if you're on one of the smaller maps. Probably in the first 10 minutes if you're on one of the bigger maps, but it's going to be the fastest way to find a ghost. At least in my experience. Results may vary. This has been my experience with Phasmophobia. This is the best way to find a ghost as fast as possible. All right, so cutting out all the bullshit, we're just gonna go do an amateur street house real quick. We've got our 5-minute timer up. For those of you guys who don't know, you get a 5-minute timer on amateur levels before the ghost can hunt. On an intermediate level, you get 2 minutes. On a professional level, you get 0. The ghost can hunt you as soon as you step out the van, if it wants to. There are 3 pieces of equipment that you're going to need to take into the house first. At least one person needs to have this stuff. Other people can have other stuff, but at least one person needs to be searching, especially on these small maps, with these 3 things, okay? And one of them you're probably already gonna have. Number 1, it's a flashlight. You're gonna need either a strong flashlight, which I have not brought on purpose. This is the bare minimum shit that you get in Phasmophobia, sans one thing. All right, that. The thermometer is the best ghost hunting tool once you can get a hold of it. It's $30. But as soon as you can buy a thermometer, I highly recommend you buying one, because just because the temperatures aren't freezing doesn't mean there's not a ghost there. So we've got our flashlight, we've got our thermometer. Third thing is an EMF meter for a couple reasons, and we'll talk about that once we find the ghost. So we've got our 5-minute timer. I'm gonna see if we can find it before the fucking timer even runs out. All right, so for those of you who don't know, you can hit T while you're holding another piece of equipment. It'll turn your flashlight on, and you can right click and turn your equipment on. So we've got our thermometer on, and I am looking for one thing and one thing only. I am looking for 13 or below. Below 10 is a guaranteed on a Celsius range anyways. I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit. But 13 means maybe, below 10 means hell yes. And you should also be listening out for sound cues like footsteps, phones ringing, pianos playing, doors opening like I'm hearing just about everywhere right now. So I've got a really active ghost and it sounds like it's upstairs above my head. We're gonna see if we can find below 10 degrees Celsius on the thermometer. So we're not getting the temperatures we're looking for yet. Let's see, we got a light on in here. Lights are turning on in here. And now let's talk about why both of these tools are very important. So we just got 10.9 and we had EMF level 5 on our EMF meter. So I don't even need to worry about that EMF meter anymore. The thermometer I'm still gonna worry about because I'm getting 10. I'm getting below 13 and there's 10 degrees Celsius. I know for a fact this is the ghost room. I also know for a fact we still have time left on the timer and we have not run out of it. So the 2 things you need to be doing when you go into a house, 3 things you need to be doing when you go into a house: listening for sounds, using your thermometer. The thermometer works more often than the EMF meter. And once you find somewhere that is cold, you need to be checking with your EMF meter. Your EMF meter is a wonderful secondary. It's the best secondary right behind the thermometer, right? So you're gonna use that thermometer to get below 13. You're gonna find a spot where it's close to 10. You're gonna use an EMF meter, or if you go below 10, you know for a fact you're in the right spot. Your EMF meter is just gonna give you more confirmation. And once you get it, you can leave that EMF meter in there with it on, and if you have buddies with more equipment, they can be standing there right beside the EMF reader, and if it goes off, they'll be able to monitor it and tell you if you have level 5 or not. So we still have 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. So now I have all this time in the world as an amateur hunter to set up my video camera, set up my ghostwriting book, go in and look for fingerprints, talk on the spirit box, look for dirty water in sinks. You have all the time in the world. 3 things you need to be listening for: sounds, temperature, EMF. That's the 3 things. If you have sounds and you're seeing electronics go off, you should really be looking at those with your EMF meter. If you're not having sounds or anything like that, you need to be scanning with that thermometer, looking for that below 13, trying to find a spot where it's below 10. Use your thermometer and use your EMF meter. Those are going to be the 2 fastest ways for you to find a ghost in Phasmophobia. All right, so I hope that kind of helped you guys. I'm planning on doing a whole beginner's guide for Phasmophobia. I just got back into college. So I'm doing 3 classes right now. It's a ton of work, and I'm trying to work through it and still provide some content while still streaming 3 nights a week and working a full-time job and trying to keep my wife from divorcing me from playing too many video games. So I hope the video helped a little bit. If you have any questions about Phasmophobia, anything about the game or how certain mechanics work or anything like that, you're more than welcome to ask me. Phasmophobia also has a wonderful Discord where they have tons of people to, you know, answer questions that I may not be able to. But if you're interested in hanging out with me and just enjoying some general idiots doing general stuff, make sure to come by every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday for live streams at 9 p.m. EST, and that's here on the YouTube channel, not on Twitch. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope it helped somebody. You guys have a wonderful night. We'll see y'all later.